The galaxy had always known Earth as a fragile, noisy world. Its people curious traders, explorers, and occasional diplomats. They sent small ships, colonized inhospitable rocks, and survived where others faltered. But to the great powers of the Orion Arm, they were never a threat, just a persistent inconvenience. That illusion ended the day the Titanus arrived. The war in the Vega Corridor had raged for 5 years. Dozens of species fought over fractured borders, their fleets burning in silent, endless void. The Xylar Dominion was winning, its swarms of biocruisers and plasma hives turning system after system into ash. Refugee convoys begged for help, but the Galactic Concord only debated. Then a human transmission came. Evacuate your forces from Vega Prime. This sector is under Terran protection. The Concord laughed. The Dominion sneered, and the fleets pressed on. When the distortion tore open space near Vega Prime, the Xylar believed it was a malfunction in the star's magnetic field. But then something massive emerged, something colossal. The Titanus was not a ship as they understood it. It was a continent forged into a weapon. Armor kilometers thick, spinal cannons that could pierce moons, and a silhouette that turned starlight into shadow. Admiral Sarek Hale stood on its bridge, hands clasped behind his back, his face calm as distant thunder. "Status?" he asked. "All systems green. Warp veil stable," replied the operations officer. "Dominion fleet count, 241 vessels." Hale nodded. "Transmit the warning again." The Xylar fleet answered with contempt. "Human vessel, you have trespassed into active warspace. Withdraw or be purged." Hale gave no reply, only a gesture. The Titanus fired. It was not a beam or missile in the traditional sense. Space itself warped, folding into a lance of compressed energy that struck the Dominion flagship. The vessel shuddered, and then, it simply wasn't there anymore. No wreckage, no explosion. Just absence, as if reality had erased it. The fleet froze. Panic swept through the Xylar ranks. These were creatures bred for war, their hive minds synchronized, their doctrines drilled into instinct. But this was not war as they knew it. The Titanus moved forward slowly, each thruster burned a sun-bright flare, each weapon port glowing like the eye of some ancient predator. On the open channels came the final message. "Vega Prime is under Earth's protection. Leave now. This is your only warning." The Concord, watching from distant relays, erupted into chaos. "When did the humans build this?" one counselor demanded. "Impossible. Their industry cannot sustain such a—" "They hid it," another whispered. "While we argued and postured, they built a weapon that can rewrite war." Old assumptions shattered like brittle glass. Humanity was no longer the apprentice species. It had become something else entirely. The Dominion fleet tried to stand its ground. Torpedoes and plasma storms rained upon the human battleship, enough to sterilize a planet. But the Titanus didn't flinch. Its shields shimmered, then swallowed the storm whole. Then it struck back, not in fury, but in precision. One by one, key warships vanished. Engines silenced. Command relays cut. Their formations collapsed. The Dominion's command node sent a desperate signal. Retreat. For the first time in their history, the Xylar fled without victory. As the last of their ships warped away, the Titanus drifted into high orbit over Vega Prime. Below, the battered defenders watched in awe. Civilians wept. Soldiers saluted. The legends had spoken of Earth as a stubborn, isolated world. But now it was a shield that cast a shadow large enough to protect an entire sector. On the bridge, Admiral Hale listened to the reports. Rescue ops initiated, refugees secured, enemies in retreat. "Do we pursue?" asked his first officer. Hale shook his head. "No. Let them carry the story. Let the galaxy know what happens when it preys upon our own." He turned his gaze to the stars, voice quiet. "We didn't come here for conquest. We came because no one else would stand." Across the Orion Arm, the message spread. "Earth has a battleship. It's not here to negotiate." Worlds whispered. Rulers trembled, and warlords reconsidered their maps. The galaxy had screamed in terror not because humanity had come for war, but because humanity had finally shown what it had been hiding all along.